Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Wrecked Food Farmer, and today we are discussing a question which has cropped up quite a few times along my Twitter and my YouTube comments, and that is, what does the market look like in a bear market? Degenerate coins, so we're talking some deep end DeFi stuff, versus maybe your top 10, top 20 coins. Now, I think times have changed quite a bit in the crypto market since I started. So a little backstory, I originally got in around 2016, and I took a little break. I was in it 2016, 2017, made some money, lost some money in 2018, lost money in 2019. Started making some more money again 2020 and 21. We're here. So it is quite the rags to riches story, but at the same time, it wasn't particularly easy. Mentally, it was quite straining. Now, I'm not sure I would recommend to anybody to actually sit in a bear market every day being fully involved with crypto. If you are all in, like I was at the time, it's quite depressing. It's quite difficult to look at the chart every day and look at your account every day and see your money going down and down and down. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pulling some historical graphs up and showing you like what sort of percentages they'd lost. So if we go down and pull this up for the maximum amount of time, right, we're going to see, so at the peak at 2017, we reached $19,000. I think it was actually around 22, if I'm correct. So let's say 20,000, right? Let's cut the difference, say 20,000. That was in December 2017. If you take a look 1 year later, at December 2018, we were at 3,000, and we were at 3,000 for a few months, from like November to April the next year. So that's 4 or 5 months where we were actually, where we'd lost 90% of the price, and we were sitting in that for 4 or 5 months. Now, you have to question yourself. You have to ask this to yourself. Can you do that? Can you do that again? If you've already done it, can you do that again? I think that's why it's very important to have an exit strategy. And I am going to cover exit strategies more in depth on another video. But I do think it's important to have an exit strategy with crypto. It's a market. It's sometimes irrational. Sometimes you think something is going to happen and it does the exact opposite. Let me give you an example. So my first big investment into crypto was into TRX, Tron. I fell in love with Justin Sun. I fell in love with the Tron network, or so I thought I did. Let me show you this chart. What do you see about this chart? You see happiness, right? You see about a week's worth of happiness and about 3 years worth of pain. And now that happiness was me, and that pain was me, right? I experienced both of these things, a mixture of emotions. So from January the 1st to January the 4th, the price went up 5x, right? About 5x. So if you had 10,000 in, you now had 50,000. And then your 50,000, all of a sudden, within 1 week, went from the 4th of January to within 1 month, went from 50,000 back down to below what it even was in the first place, back down to 10,000, back down to 8,000. And you had faith in it. So you kept hodling. You kept hodling. That was the meme, wasn't it? And your money went back up to 30,000. You tripled your money once again. You thought, this is it. We're going to put more money in and we're going to ride it right back up. Yeah, well, that didn't quite happen, did it? Because it came down to a cent. So your 10,000 was now 3,000. And that extra 10,000 you put in, well, that was 3,000 as well, wasn't it? So these are things that you really have to be careful of. And, you know, it kind of rings true to not put more money in than you can afford to lose. It's crypto at the end of the day. Now, I live and breathe this shit, but I still have to reiterate, don't put in more money than you can lose. You know, you have to factor in multiple things, though, I think. You have to think, okay, so if I'm keeping my money in cash or in the bank, I'm losing a certain amount per year to inflation, whether that be 5% like they state, or whether it's 10 or 15% like reality. I don't know. Can you afford that? I don't know. I don't think anybody can really afford that. That's why the smartest people in the world invest their money. If you're here, you understand the importance of investing. There's no denying that. But I think being in a bear market does really test your scruples. I think it's it's exhausting. Let's pull up the Ethereum chart, because the question was, what's the difference between being invested in top 10 cryptos versus being invested in DeFi altcoins? Now you can see, January the 12th, 2018, Ethereum had its all-time high at $1,300. And let's make it 1 year later to the 12th of January 2019. 12th of January 2019, Ethereum came down to $123. So it had actually lost 90%. Again, $93. I remember looking at that at 80 something dollars. I remember looking at that, and me and my friend were talking, saying, that's going to go back to $1,000, isn't it? That's definitely going to go back to $1,000. And, well, look at it, 4K. Nice. I'll take it. I will take it. Anyway, you have to ask yourself, you know, look in the mirror and say, if I was holding something from 1,300, would I hold it all the way down to 100? What would I do then? Would I buy more? Would I really buy more if the investment that I had lost 90% of its value? Yeah, the fundamentals were still the same here. But it's quite a difficult thing to ask yourself. It's quite a difficult choice to make. Now, a lot of these coins have never seen crashes like this before, but coins like IOTA have. This is not in the top 10. I don't particularly believe in it. I don't really understand what they're doing still. But you can see, I think this was once a top 10 coin. I think this was once a top 10 coin, actually. But you can see it's down 74%. This was and this has never recovered. Its all-time high was in 2017, and it's never recovered. And this is the story with a lot of the coins. A lot of the big coins that you see here, like Neo. Neo was huge in 2017, 2018. You see, 2018, it hit $200. It's now down 77%. And this was definitely a top 10 coin in 2017, 2018. Other ones like Dash. Dash was up way more than it is now. Zcash was up way more than it is now. So Zcash is down 94% in 5 years. And this, at the time, was a top 10 crypto. Right? So you have to think, you know, how badly am I going to lose my money here? NEM. NEM is another one where this was a top 10 or a top 20 coin at the time. And look, it's down 90% in 4 years. So a lot of these coins that are, not top 20 coins now, were at the time. So it's kind of I can't exactly say that it's a good idea to just shelter in the top 10 or the top 20, because when the bear market comes, they will get wrecked as well. See a coin. Now see a coin is 116. I remember this. I think it was in the top 20. There we go. And it's down 80%. You know, and I'm cherry picking here. I'm cherry picking from my own knowledge, from my own experience. Nano was hyped up so much to be the next big thing, and how's it done? Oh, nice, minus 84% over 4 years. You know, so I am just cherry picking here. So if I pick the coin that you are still invested in, I'm sorry, but I am just exposing the fact that you cannot shelter in what you think is a good coin, and that will last forever. I mean, Lisk. I had a lot of money invested in Lisk. I don't think it's down as badly. Oh my god, it is. It's down 89% over 4 years. I mean, you know, this is another project like Tron, like TRX, which I invested in heavily back in the day. And as you can see, it's down 89% from all-time highs. Because when the bear market came, it got wrecked. People fled from it. You know, people fled from it and did not come back in numbers. You know, maybe because there were so many other options available. Verge was another one. What's that down? 90% in 4 years. So let's take a look at, you know, the top 20 again, and let's see what we think could survive. I mean, if we take a look, there is a few in the top 20 which are at all-time highs. You know, Bitcoin, that's recovered very nicely, hasn't it? Ethereum also recovered nicely. BNB recovered nicely. You know, that had a new all-time high this year. So that's I would say that's in a different category to the old coins. We've had other ones, new projects come to life, like Cardano and Solana. XRP has never recovered. That's still down 70% in 4 years. That's still down so much, and it's still so high up on the leaderboards. It's crazy to me that this old tech is still getting the, you know, light. But we have new coins like Shiba and Doge. Well, Doge is not new, but it's had its all-time high 6 months ago, so I guess it's in this category, which is a joke, really. But yeah, you know, a lot of the ones, even like Bitcoin Cash, it's down 83% in 4 years. And you have to look at yourself. If you are still investing in these old coins and you're just hoping for a rebound, I think you really should check yourself before you wreck yourself, because a lot of these are never going to recover. I have to say, a lot of them are never going to recover. It's not financial advice, it's just life advice. Look at yourself. What are you doing? What the hell is Bitcoin Cash ABC? You know, what is it? I don't know. I don't want to know. If it's a fork of Bitcoin Cash, which, you know, it's like, just get out of here. There is so many better things to put your money in. There's so many companies now, or DAOs, that are making money. Sushi makes money. Celsius makes money. Maker makes a little bit of money. Magic Internet Money, they make money. With Spell Token, they make money. Curve makes money. Yearn makes money. SafeMoon, come on, man. At the end of the day, it's a Ponzi. It's a Ponzi. Now, that's not to say that you cannot make money on certain things here in the short term, but I do think the ones that are going to survive longer term and thrive in a bear market are actually cryptos that have real use case, and that are actually being used, not just speculation, not just talks about doing things. That's why this is one of my bear market picks, Curve, right? Why? Why is Curve my bear market pick? So in a bear market, I want to be heavily in stables, firstly. I want to own stable coins, and So where does Curve come into play? Curve's not a stable coin, is it? No, it's not. But the cool thing about Curve is you can boost your yield. So if I have MIM and UST, right, two stable coins, and I come and deposit them onto Curve, normally I would be earning 24% a year. But if I have an equal amount of Curve tokens locked up in here, which I do, I would get the maximum yield, which is 61%. So, and in a bear market, people are interacting with stablecoins more and more and more. So you can see that the weekly volume is 5.5 billion, right? The weekly volume is 5.5 billion. I could quite easily see this going to 10 billion or more in a bear market. And what would happen then? Well, if the volume goes up, the weekly earnings go up. And if the weekly earnings go up, the VE curve holder APY goes up. And if the VE curve holder APY goes up, my daily earnings go up. My yearly earnings go up. So this is kind of my bear market play. Okay. Firstly, I want to boost my yield on my stable coins. Secondly, I want to earn a higher APY, and I will be doing so with people swapping into stablecoins. People will be playing with stablecoins more, and Curve is the #1 place to mess with stablecoins. So this is kind of my bear market play, right? Full disclosure, I own lots of the Curve DAO token. I think it's a brilliant project, and it is genuinely my thoughts. So I think that you have to think outside of the box a little bit. That's why I'm so heavily invested in Curve, and that's why I'm so heavily invested in Spell. Now, where's Spell? 92. Why am I heavily invested in Spell? Well, what do? Think about it. What can you do? What is the main point of Spell? You, sir, can mint stable coins with Spell. So, you're depositing your collateral, and you're borrowing stable coins with it. Now, hello. Does the website want to load up? Hello, anybody at home? So it allows users to produce magic internet money. Magic internet money being the stable coin, here we go, which is pegged to $1. So I stake my Spell to earn fees. When people are borrowing money, if they get liquidated, I earn fees. If they swap, if they swap some stablecoins for MIM, I earn some fees. So when they borrow money, I earn some fees. So these are kind of my bear market plays. It's kind of like my hedge. They're both tokens which I do believe in, Spell and Curve and Spell. But if a bear market was to come, I do definitely think that they would outperform 90% of this market. I cannot see coins such as Shiba or Algorand or Stellar, VeChain, ICP doing good in a bear market. Filecoin, OKB, Ethereum Classic, because they're not being used. Nobody is using them. Whereas, Ethereum Classic, look at it. Why is it such a high market cap? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It doesn't do anything. And what it does do is distract people from the real hotspots where they should be putting their money, in my opinion. But anyway, so that was kind of an example of the top 20s versus the top, versus what some people would call the DeFi coins. I'm not really talking about the degenerate coins like SafeMoon. That's, I don't know how they're going to react, truthfully. I was just as shocked as anybody when Dogecoin rallied. I can't explain that. It's just, illogical and nonsense. But it is what it is at the end of the day. It is what it is. People are stupid. Do what you want with your money. My name's Rex Food Farmer. I told you what I do with mine. So, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, and bye-bye.